What's up, y'all? I just finished a workout. Oh my goodness. This video is longer than I thought it was, so let's just namaste. Say sup that, baby. I was watching this video that said namaste to Hindus is really just saying sup. But the whitewashing of yoga has definitely made it a bit it was a comedian made it a bit like I see the best in you, which is great, but to them it's not all that. It's never that serious. It was never that serious. Anyways, sometimes when I start a yoga session, I like to release random muscles in my body and just shake it out and move however I need to, like playing with my body basically, and just let it roll out the way I want it to. So feel free to do a little bit of that, shake it out, embrace the sun like I am. I am a sun baby and I love it. All right, let's go. Acknowledge your breath. Don't feel the need to control. Release, actually. We hold a lot of tension in our jaw, in our temple, in our forehead. Hence the need for anti-aging cream. Try to make sure you're rubbing out your face daily. Stretching out your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to hearts. I forgot that in this video I was actually holding it up. So inhale. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Hands to heart center. We're going to do it one more time, I believe. Inhale. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Forward fold. Get into that stretch. Yes. Go as much as you can. Halfway lift. Make sure your back straight and release again. Exhale. Walk your hands out to the front of your mat into a downward facing dog. Hips up into the ground. Into the ground, girl. Into the air. I started with my right foot forward into a lunge. Windmill up. You can sit lower into this lunge as well and reach your arms out past your fingertips. And then reverse, stretch it backward. And reverse again. Nobody's perfect, baby. Look up to the sky if you can. Say thank you for the sun. Thank you for this beautiful day. And lift your foot back to the front of your mat. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, up. Hands to heart center. I believe we do it one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Forward folds. Really try to get deeper this time. Don't show the goodies. Jump backwards or walk backwards into a plank position. Chaturanga, push down. Upward facing dog is what you see me doing here. If you can't do up dog, do cobra, as I'm going to demonstrate right now. Leave your body on the ground. I was lifting it off of the ground, like you see here. Tuck your toes, push back up to downward facing dog. Hips in the sky. We want alignment in our back. Left leg up and through in between your hands. Windmill up. Look past your fingertips. Sit in it. Love it. Try your best not to lean forward so much. Reverse. Reach back. Do not, when you reach back, put your hand on your knee. We don't want any pressure there. We don't want to pressure our joints. Back to the top of your mat in a forward fold. Get as deep as you can. Push yourself if you want to. I always like to push myself. Not to the point of hurting myself, but you know your limits. You know your body better than I know your body. Lift up into chair pose, so you're really just sitting down. If you can't stay holding here, feel free to sit or just really squeeze your core and lean over. It's a core exercise at the end of the day. You can sit, lift your legs. You can leave them hovered above the ground as long as you're leaning back and igniting your core muscles. Whatever you want to do. I'm just kind of trying to show as much as I can to get that core. Lay back, relax, release, let it go. Move, stretch, shake, let it go. Move, stretch, shake. My brain is a never-ending jukebox, just so you guys know. Anyone around me always knows I will start singing a random song because of some word that triggered me. Tuck your legs into your chest, your knees into your chest. Squeeze them. Roll around on that spine. We love it. Happy baby. Grab the outside of your feet, your ankles. Bring your arms in between your thighs, especially if you're flexible like me. Grab your bootay and really feel that stretch in your groin muscles. Sometimes I just hang out here, upside down, pretty much, because rolling up into chair or halfway forward fold. But being upside down is really good for you, so sometimes I just hang out upside down. Feel free to copy me. The blood circulation is always in our feet. So we raise our right foot, bring it to the center, make sure your foot is flexed. If you cannot keep your arms up in the air, put your arms against your hips on either side, creates balance. Another way to help with balance, we're going to go ahead and inhale, lift the other foot up after I chill out for a second. But another way to stay balanced when you're doing these. Okay, ready? Flex that foot. Yeah, girl, get it together. Is by staring at one thing off into the distance, whether it's your jacket, your shoe. You can pick something on the ground. But again, put your hands on your hips if you cannot lift them up to the sky. If your hands are already on your hips, challenge yourself to reach out in front of you or out to the side. Exhale, inhale, stretch your back, clasp your hands behind your butt, and roll that neck backwards. Don't pass out now. Don't fall asleep. Release. Be gentle with yourself. Neck rolls. You know I'm a 5, girl. 3, 4, 5. And you always get big on the last one. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and biggest one, 5. You should feel that stretch in your chest. Half the time, guys, I have no clue what I'm doing, so we just be moving. Right now, I like to, in this stretch, pull my arm because I want to pull all the tension out of my shoulder. We hold stuff in our shoulders and our back and our neck as well. So I'll just like to energetically say, like, it's okay, release. Let that energy come through your arms and use your lovely hands as tools. Just breathing here, take a pause. If you need to, grab some water. This video is not over. Just grab some water, take some breaths, take a minute, And let's get back into it. Forward fold, walk your hands out, upward dog, downward dog, not upward dog, downward dog. Right foot again, stretch in between hands, windmill up, stretch forward, reach over those fingertips, stretch backwards, and reverse one more time. Look up to the sky. Make sure you're feeling that stretch all along your opposite side of the foot that's in front. Inhale, exhale. Jump back or walk back into a plank position. Chaturanga here, not chaturanga, I lied. I went right into down dog. And I decided to just start on the other side. Inhale, exhale, windmill up. I was clearly tired and just trying to go faster for y'all so that you could flow with me. The beginning was just walking you through, and now we're going through it a little bit faster. And launch up to the front of your mat. Try to go deeper into these stretches every time you do them. Just push yourself a little bit more than you did last time. That's a lesson for life. Left leg up again, windmill forward. Look over those fingertips and extend, reverse backwards, and forwards again. And you should feel a good stretch. I like to keep my hands as open as possible because I love to think of our hands as receptors, receiving all the good energy and all the bad. That's why you don't shake hands with everybody, huh? Lower lunge. Anyone working on their splits, this is a good way to get into that. Push your butt back, foot over ankle. Try to make sure your hips are square here, and we're going into pigeon pose. So just move your foot to the opposite side of the mat. Some teachers will tell you your foot has to be straight. Some will tell you it's okay to let it go ahead and point towards the ground. They're just different stretches. As long as your hips are square, you're good. So not leaning to either one of the sides. Just square with your body. If you can't rest into it like I can, of course, just hold yourself up. Take 3 deep breaths, or 2. And get out of it by moving your foot towards your knee and into tabletop position. What feels natural? Going right up into downward dog. Lift your hips in the air. Walk your feet all the way up to the front of your mat. And forward fold. Other leg. So into that lower lunge. Whatever leg that you were in lower lunge in, that you put back before, switch that back leg. And stretch it out. Yes, push your hips down into it. Don't go crazy now. I like to push myself, but only do as much as you can. See, like even here, this side is a little bit harder for me to stretch my leg out straight. So I keep coming up and going down into it and pigeon pose. So like I said before, hips straight. Doesn't matter if your foot is turning outwards, turning inwards, as long as you're not hurting your foot. Make sure your hip, like I said before, is square. And lay down into it. You can rest here on your elbows, lay down, stay on your hands, and do a little dance, shake a little up, get down tonight. I like to push myself. What can I say? And child's pose. Y'all know what this is. Hips back, sit on the ground. And hug your legs if you want to. Rest your head on your hands. I don't think I go into inversions today. I might. So let's see. Just take some deep breaths and relax here in your child's pose. A lot of the time I end up like staying in child's pose for a really long time. I am about to do some inversions. So you can end here if you want, or if you want to do some inversions with me, feel free. Tripod, headstand. In my next video, I'll go more in depth about the placement of my hands, everything here. It's mostly the core that you're working here. So feel free to play with your hips, play with your legs. If you know how to do this, if you don't go crazy. Leave your knees on your arms. Do not do the most. And also, please continue to breathe. I do not need anyone passing out. Release. I'm just playing with myself at this point. Opposite direction. Woo! Woo! Sometimes that happens, and you kind of just have to go with the flow. We're just flowing here, letting things happen. Trust yourself, though. That was a lesson of trust. I knew that my legs would catch me, and I wouldn't just fall on my back. I knew that as long as I stayed firm in what I believed in, that I was going to be safe. Life lesson. Reflect on it. This is me turning my neck towards the sun because the sun was just giving me life this day. Oh, I'm so happy that you guys joined me today. Thank you. Feel free to replay the video as many times as you want. I'm just going to relax here for a little bit longer. Please leave down in the comments what else you want to do with me. Yeah, guys, I just really appreciate you being here. And if you like this workout today, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. But right now, we gonna have to get on out of here, go take a shower, and start the rest of our day, baby. Get it done. Love you.